Ciao Bellas. Hey, it's Natalie. So I am back. So let's talk today about how I store multiples of my jewelry. All right. So let's see here. We are in my extended bling room. My husband would be like, right? That's his reaction. Thankful for his support though. But wow, I have extended. So I have a bling room. You can't see it, but it's over yonder. All right. And I have come out into this area. You know how we do as paparazzi consultants. You know how it is with the jewelry, right? The overflow, right? So we got to sell this jewelry. We got to move this jewelry, but we also need to be organized so that when we're selling, people are claiming, or you have a Shopify store, which I do have, and many of you all have, you know, when the orders come through, you got to be able to find your pieces and you got to be able to find them fast, get them packaged up nicely, and get that order out the door, right? Out the door. So, what does that mean for me? And everyone has different storage ideas. I've watched Training with Rock Stars. I've been watching all kinds of them for years. I've been in the business 4.5 years, loved every moment of it. And I've seen all different ways that people store their multiples, and all of them are fabulous. So you absolutely have to find the one that works for you. And you know what else I want to say is what works for you now in the season you are in may not be what will work for you in the next season. So recognize when you are in a seasonal change, all right? When your business picks up and you need to make a change, it is okay. Part of being in business is being able to identify those points in time and being able to pivot and to be able to come up with another solution that works for you in that new season. All right. So choose what works for you. This is just one idea. This is what works for me now. It has worked for me for about 2 years. But who knows what will work in my next season and how long seasons last, right? It depends, like on how much you hustle, your focus, your goals, all the things, right? I wear other hats that I love and that I feel God has blessed me to wear as well. And so I am rocking paparazzi as I can because I love it, but I also love the other hats that I have with speaking and traveling for homeschooling and homeschooling advocacy, especially military homeschooling. So, you know, you do what you do and you're in different seasons. All right. So, enough of that about the seasons. But how do I store my multiples in the season I'm in now? And hopefully this will bless you. All right. Give me some comments, some likes, some shares, all the things. I love interaction. So speak to me, consultants. Okay. So we are out, like I said, in an extended area. You cannot see all of my jewelry. So there's that from where I am standing. But this side here is a pegboard on the clothes rack, you know, that whole thing. I'm not going through that tonight. But I have my silver and I have my gold, right? Earrings. Only earrings right here. I have other colors of earrings going that direction, which you can't see. And then I have bracelets after that. So yeah, I got I'm spread out, y'all. I'm spread out. So, having said that, let me just grab these pair, like just these. These are vintage pieces, right? These are vintage. Y'all seen these, right? They are super gorgeous. So, and they're post back. So, now this is what I do. I learned this from Lisa Abercrombie, right? And a lot of you all learned it from her or other people, but you use the system. So, what is the system? What did I learn? I use the barcodes that Paparazzi gives, right? And I don't make any more work for myself in my mind. That's how I conceptualize it. It makes good sense to me to use the barcode. So what does that mean when I'm using the barcode? I am looking at the last three digits on the barcode. So in this barcode, and you might not be able to see it clearly, but it really doesn't matter. But let's say this last three digits is 210. 210. Okay. So what does that mean? The way I organize my jewelry is behind me here is the silver stands, and I have these buckets from Dollar Tree, and they are organized by numbers, and the numbers start from 0, 1 and go up to what I have need of to put my multiples. Okay, like the highest number I need a basket for. So 210 means that I will go to my bucket that has 210 in it. And so you can see they are numbered. You probably can't see them well. Let me show you. I'll bring it up and show 016 to 022 or 16 to 22, right? Whatever. And inside, what did I use? I have these manila folders. So let me pull the one for these cutie pie earrings 210. Okay. So I go down. They are in order, numerical order, because ain't nobody got time to be skipping numbers and getting confused. So they are in numerical order because remember, you got to go fast because you want to get the jewelry out, right? So 210. So I'm going to go in numerical order. So I'm skipping boom, 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 boom. I'm going down. And you can't see where I went, but I went down and I went to 210. All right. So let me pull. So basically the folders are numbered. The folders are numbered. So I should have brought a table here so I could, I'm going to put these earrings back up here. The table, I should have brought a table. Let me see. So I'm going to go to 210. I'm going to have to put it down because I don't have a table to hold it. But what I have shown you is these folders. I got these from Walmart. You can get them from Dollar Tree, but they come in little packs. So I just go and get the big box from Walmart. It's a, for me, for what I have been told from my accountant it's a tax write-off, right? It's a tax expense, right? It's a business expense. You check with your accountant about that. But okay, so I go to 210. So I'm gonna put it down and pull out 210. You are? Okay, so I go down here to 210 and I'm pulling it out. Okay, can you see 210? So it's just those manila folders. They do get crinkly, but they hold up really well, you all. So, and I'm trying recording on horizontal, so I hope I'm looking at the camera. If I'm not completely, sorry. So, and then what I have in here in the folder, look, in the folder are the baggies. And again, I consider them based on talking to my accountant, a tax write-off. So I use the baggies and you can see 210. Everything in here is going to have a baggie with the number 210 on it, right? The labels I consider a tax write-off too, but you don't need them. You can just use permanent markers, which I consider a tax write-off as well. And I can just write directly on the sandwich bag, whatever you want to do. Sometimes I do labels. Sometimes I'm just like, let me just put the number on there and go. So 210, but everything in here like says like 210. See, that's a case where I didn't do a label, right? And then I have something else that is 210, which I have another 210. Okay. So there's 3 items in here that are 210. They are all going to be earrings because this whole section here behind me is only earrings. Over here to my right, which you can't quite see, you see my my light here. I have that for when I go live out here. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But over to the right, I have another silver stand that has my bracelets. Out here, like I said, are my earrings and bracelets. And over there, I have a similar system, which you can't see is for my rings. Maybe I'll do a live. Let me know if you want me to do a live showing you how I do my rings and how I have my snap bracelets on another thing as well. Okay, but snap bracelets are bracelets, so they are fouled with the bracelets, whether they're cuffs, bangles, hinge, stretches, or snap, right? Okay, so this one is 210, right? So what? Voila. See? So I have 3 in here and 1 over here, so I got 4. So obviously it works for me. And I've been doing it for a couple of years, like I said. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to put it back on the shelf. And simple, easy peasy. I mean, it's like simple. So sometimes, sometimes my son, my 16-year-old son, who will help me sometimes my husband will help. They need to be able to get to the jewelry pretty quickly, right? So I have to be organized, right? And yes, does it get to be a mess? Yeah. You can't see some of the mess because I'm like keeping you above the mess, but sometimes it's a mess. Like there are some bags down here that need to be put into the bins behind me. They are sandwich bags, like, right? You know, like these, remember these, right? They, you know. So I have some of those piles and I have a little small pile in front of my bracelets as well. Um, but I'm going to try to take some time right after this to go ahead and put those away, right? But sometimes it's a hot mess down here. So I'm just being transparent and honest. I don't like it to be a hot mess because it slows me down. Your productivity, your mental frame of mind, right? It slows down and like orders are coming in and you get overwhelmed easily if you can't find those pieces. So I try not to get there, but because of the other hats I wear and the busyness for my life, sometimes I do find myself there. But this system works really well for me. Now, again, according to my tax accountant, right, that I use for my business, these bins, the folders, the labels, the permanent markers, all I write off as a business expense because I am using these in my business, right? And I pay for them, which makes them an expense. So now, I did say I was going to tell you the lighting that I have here. So my umbrella, it's not my umbrella light, these box, right, studio box lights. I have one here and then I have one behind me facing me as I'm going live. So I have two. Obviously, they're big and boxy. So, and then I have a donut ring one in my bling room that I told you I have where my necklaces are and where I go live a lot of times, right? You'll see my backdrop with the airplanes and the world map and stuff on my other videos here on YouTube. That's where I sit in there and go live. But I was doing an earring live tonight and I decided I wanted to just show you all, right? Now, this is out here. And the one behind me that's focusing on me that I just mentioned, they are out in this area because they serve the purpose of when I do something like this. I have an extension cord, not an extension cord, an extension cord, uh, multiple plug outlet thingy that I can plug that light in and it can move all around the room and give me extension and I can put it in different places as well as this one stays here. And the reason it stays here is it's really helpful to lighten up this area. Like, okay, look, I don't know if it's going to be too bright. But like that didn't do a whole lot for where you are and where I'm standing. But when I move it like at an angle, which I can do, it really gives me a lot of light. Now, the one that's behind me is the same and it's facing me now on me while I'm doing this recording. It comes in handy when I do earring live. So, like I mentioned, earrings are here, bracelets are on the other side. So, I will do an earring live. I will come out and just do earrings. And I did that tonight. So, like, I will just pick up, and this is what I do here. Let me show you too. I got this little handy tin with the little thing. It's cute, bright candy apple red, right? And you know the top of the clothes rack, it just hangs. Let me see if I can get it at an angle. Yeah, it just hangs here. Look, perfect. Now what's in there, right? I'll show you. These little handy dandy numbers. What do I use those for? When I do earring and bracelet lives, because it makes it really quick. So I will do that, and I just did that tonight. Now, sometimes I won't use these because I will do a live and I will scan because I use the barcodes like I mentioned from Paparazzi, and it correlates with my Shopify online store. So I will scan and go and sell like that as well, right? Especially when I had comment sold, which I did for a long time and I no longer use comment sold. But I did do a live on the difference between comment sold, Premiere, and Shopify. Remember, that's in here. So I might need to update that because I no longer use comment sold. It's a great system. And I can maybe tell you about that later or do a live to explain what I'm going to be doing now, right? But That does work though, to just have your scanner and your laptop out here and just scan and go to, right? Anything that's quick. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to go ahead and end because I don't want it to be too much longer. But if you want me to come on and do the rings, or I have an area over here where I can do a quick um, flash sale live. I have that all set up as well with pegboards and the shaggy carpet and all the things. I have it where I can like move around and do different things, and I like that. So you may not have that room to do that, which is fine because different seasons, remember? So maximize what you do have and make it work for you. Don't think about what you don't have. Use what you do have and make it work for you. All right. And that's what I have tried to do. And it has helped me to feel like confident in the business and feel at peace. All right. I'm not looking over in someone else's jewelry yard. All right. So I'm focusing on mine because mine I always need to do work in my own garden, my own jewelry yard, right? So but you can learn from other people, but don't look over there and say, I don't have the space, I don't have this, I can't do that. Do what you can do with what you do have and make that work. And then build on that for the next season. All right. So I hope this has blessed you. I appreciate it. Please like and share. All right. Blessings.